Hey there, folks. It's me, Chris, with a Gig Man's Life. Yeah, baby. It's a Gig Man's Life indeed. And of course, we're all about that gig economy. And as you can see by the thumbnail, I'm not going to get in mincing words. If you're out here working any of these apps, Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, Instacart, Shipt, Spark, Amazon Flex, Roadie, GoPuffs, Favor, or any other app that puts you into contact with customers, riders, groceries, food, or packages, hear this clearly. Keep your fucking politics at home, okay? Nobody ordered a ride with a side of your ideology. Nobody asked for a grocery delivery and a lecture about bad choices. Nobody tipped extra for your emotional collapse because they had a bumper sticker, a flag, a campaign sign, or an opinion that differed from your own. And yet, every time politics gets hot, some fool out there decides they are no longer a contractor. Now they are a freedom fighter with a hot bag. They start talking slick online, posting little threats, making little jokes, hinting at what they would do to somebody's order, what they'd say to a rider, how they'd cancel on a customer. There's so many accidents that can happen with their food. Let's just say this. Cut the nonsense, okay? This bullshit ain't gonna fly. You're not a warrior for justice because you want to shake somebody's soda all over the yard side. You're not standing on principles because you want to give an attitude to a passenger in a campaign hat. You are not changing the country because you suddenly feel called to become the political gatekeeper of the mozzarella sticks and grocery bags. You are just another idiot making the job harder for us, okay? And, that's not even the topper of the shit you're doing. Because all these corporate people you so much want to fight are just leering at these moments of your stupidity, making it easier and easier to push self-driving cars, robot deliveries, drones everywhere, and nobody having a job. And then you think, on top of that you might fall back on GoFundMe. Well, if you're stupid to do a lot of this shit, guess what? You might have felony charges on you. How's that for a good little 5 to 10? So when you wake up a little bit more and realize you're getting played by some large corporations because they want to reduce the workforce, because guess what? All of us out here who are working these apps that are doing it true and honest, we get side-eyed by usual customers. Now you got people thinking, am I going to get judged because of what I ordered or what's outside of my house? Grow the fuck up, folks. Just please do. Grow up. Because it doesn't take too much to just be professional. Do your job. Because acting like an asshat, that's not helping anybody. And it's not helping your tips at all. Nothing that you're doing. And you think, I'm getting social media credit because I'm putting out a video of what I would do with these people. And now you go and complain when the platform kicks you off. And then GoFundMe says, no, those terroristic threats, not something that we really want to go and have associated with funding people, just something we are not going to do. So you're going to totally fuck yourself and then fuck the rest of us. And I will say, people, if you're doing these gig apps, this is one of the people who do these we should not be donating to. Check up on everybody that says, I got kicked off the app because I was expressing myself. And then looking at it as a customer, did you want to go and have this person handle your food? Did you want them to drive you anywhere? Does it sound safer to have an autonomous vehicle take you to your next doctor appointment? These are the questions, folks, that all these customers are going to go and ask themselves now that you decided to be that social justice warrior, being that defender of democracy, the fascist protector, at the same time acting like a fascist. Just saying. So when you want to go and screw my livelihood, and then on top of it, screw the livelihoods of others and put it down in your permanent record, because people will look at that later on in life. You will look at that later on in life and go, maybe I shouldn't have done that shit. My life would have been a lot easier. And, you can use that as social points when you're eating bugs. So, just remember, I'm Chris. This is the Gig Man's Life. And if you're having issues with political statements, you have any lack of impulse control about things, you fantasize about things to do to others, then maybe you shouldn't be on any of these platforms and should be seeking mental health. Please do so if you're starting to show those signs of a mental disorder. And please be safe out there, folks. Always remember, this is only 1% that makes us look bad. We are all not like these people who are acting like fools on the internet. Okay? Have a great day.